Good evening once again, and welcome to our Sunday evening call to prayer on this, the 25th of July. A few verses from Psalm 145 to begin. Your kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and your dominion endures through all generations. The Lord is faithful to all his promises, and loving towards all he has made. You open your hand and satisfy the desires of every living thing. The Lord is near to all who call on him, in truth. As we have read, the psalmist says of the Lord, you open your hand, satisfying the desire of every living thing. The picture created in the words of the psalmist speaks of a God whose will is to sustain and nurture all creation. The God who so wills is a God whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom and one that endures throughout all time. As our eyes turn to God, we see that intention expressed in the good gifts that we receive in the course of our lives. Equally, we must be conscious that the gifts we receive are not thereafter to be kept and retained by closing our hands and keeping the gifts to ourselves. The goodness of God is a gift to be shared with others. Within the community of which we are a part, we are called to reflect the one in whose image we are made and whose hand is open towards us. We now pray. Living God, you open your hand towards us and offer to us good gifts. We accept your gifts with gratitude and respond with thanks and praise. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Living God, you open your hand towards us and offer to us the gift of life. We acknowledge that we are made in your image and recognise your image in the life of each person upon the earth. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Living God, you open your hand towards us and offer life to the world. We receive your offer as a sign of your faithfulness towards us. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Living God, you open your hand towards us and offer your gifts to all. We resolve to share the gifts we have received and not to close our hand towards others. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Living God, you open your hand towards us and offer to us signs of your kingdom. We pledge to bear witness to your enduring kingdom and to your abundant grace. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Amen.